Hey guys, welcome to Unravel Me. I'm Anna, and today I wanted to show you a fun and beautiful little lace stitch pattern. It's called St. John's Wort pattern. Let's get started. Okay, so for the St. John's Wort pattern, we are going to cast on in multiples of 6 plus 2. So what that means is your repeat is going to be 6 stitches, and then you're going to have 1 on either end that you're going to need. So I've decided I want to do 2 repeats. So I'm going to want 12 stitches for the repeats plus 2, so that'll be a total of 14 stitches. I'm also going to have a garter stitch border of 3 stitches each on either side, just so that it doesn't curl and you can see it a little better. So that will be 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I'm going to have a total of 20 stitches. Yours will be whatever your multiple is, plus 2, plus any border that you want. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start again just with a garter stitch border. So I'm going to purl every row for a few rows, and I will meet you at the end here. Okay, so I am going to start the pattern now. This is a 4-row repeat. So let's start with our first row. I'm just starting with my garter stitch border. And we do knit 1, slip 1, knit 2, and then you pass that slipped stitch over both those stitches that you knit, and then you knit 3. And that repeat, which is the part that's in between the asterisks, as you can see, is, let's do that one more time, slip 1, knit 2, we're going to pass that slipped stitch over the 2 that we knitted, and then we knit 3. And then we finish with a knit 1, and then our garter stitch border. Turn your work. So for row 2, we've done our garter stitch border, and then we are going to purl 1, and then the repeat is purl 4, yarn over, purl 1. So one more time, purl 4, yarn over, purl 1, and then we purl 1, and then finish with your border. Turn your work We are now on row 3. Don't forget to start with your border. And we're going to knit 1, and then our repeat is knit 3, slip 1, knit 2, and pass that slipped stitch over the 2 that you just knit. One more time, we knit 3, slip 1, knit 2, and pass that slipped stitch over those 2 that you just knit. Then we knit 1 when you get to the end of your repeats and finish with your border. Go ahead and turn your work. This is the last row of the lace pattern, and then after that you just repeat those 4 rows over and over and over again. So once again, we start with our border. Row 4, we're going to purl 1, and then the repeat is going to be purl 1, yarn over, purl 4. Once again, purl 1, yarn over, purl 4. And then we purl 1 and finish with our border stitches. So from here, you can pause the video, go back to the timestamp where we have row 1, and you're just going to repeat those 4 rows, so it's 2 right side rows, 2 wrong side rows, over and over for as long as you like. I'm probably going to do, I would say, 2 more repeats, and then finish with a garter stitch and bind off, and then I will meet you at the end, and let's take a look at what it looks like. Alright, so let's take a look here. Here is our beautiful St. John's Wort pattern. And here is the St. John's Wort pattern in a stiffer yarn, so you can really get a good idea of what it looks like. This is a beautiful stitch. It can be incorporated into pretty much any pattern that you want to make, as long as you can make it in multiples of 6. And I hope you enjoyed that and like it as much as I do. Alright, see you guys next time.